Scroggins, the Natrona County Librarian, and we're talking about something very interesting that you need to listen up, because these living room discussions, right, have been going on now for the better part of a year.
Yes.
And they're really popular. You got to sign up for them, but they have different topics, right?
That's correct, yes. And we're super excited. We received a grant from the Wyoming Humanities Council. We applied for $10,000, but as I'm sure all of your followers know,
Nothing is as it is.
They had quite a few cuts in their budget due to some funding issues with the humanities on the federal level, and that impacts what they can give to organizations like the library.
So this has been going on. Scarlo's has been...
Scarlo's is where most of them have been held. They have been a great partner. They have allowed us to use their facilities at no cost because they see that this is a great investment in our community.
So they're once a month, but they're about to get accelerated here. We like this. We look at our buffalo here. Okay, so this is, how do you describe really what this is? This is part group therapy. It's part, it lets people sound off about what's going on in the community.
So yes, it's really...
Have you been to one of these?
I have, yeah. I went to the very first one.
Is it like being a fly on the wall? You're really interesting what people say?
It is interesting. I was more than a fly on the wall, though. I was an actual participant, and another staff member was there representing the library. I was there as myself. But so this is what a living room conversation is. It's an opportunity to really kind of do a deep dive on a specific topic with hopefully people with varying opinions and ideas, and it's a way to connect community, to discover what other people are thinking and how things impact them, and to build unity and bring people together in a way that creates greater understanding and promotes civility. And that's what we're about.
And you have a facilitator, a fancy word for somebody who just kind of steers the discussion, right?
That's correct. We actually have two. Both of them are
from
humanities experts, right, from Casper College. Kara Rodriguez, this is kind of her baby. She is really good at this. And Julia White, who is also a tremendous facilitator. And both of them have been doing this from the very beginning. And I can't remember if we've been doing it 1 year or 2 years, but it's been really powerful.
So if people want to sign up for this, they got to get online to do this, right?
They do. But before we get to that, can I just kind of give you and your listeners a few ideas of what we've done in the past? We haven't selected the topic coming up, but like some of the topics have been conversations in troubled times.
That's a good one.
Talking to strangers, because that can be incredibly tough and hard for a lot of people. Civic renewal, the golden rule in politics, and around that time we also did after the election.
We need a little more of the golden rule out there, right?
We need the golden rule for all of us,
Treat
Mark.
others as you want to be treated, okay?
That's right. And then right after the election, we did building community after an election, because this was a really divisive election season. We've talked about politics, we've talked about homelessness, we've talked about searching for individual purpose. And so as you can see, these are not fluff topics. These are really some serious, in-depth topics.
Now, some of the same people have showed up with some of them, but I mean, I take it others have filled in, and you keep a certain number to it so that it doesn't kind of get out of hand.
That's right. Part of the living room conversation paradigm is that they are small and intimate groups so that you can form connections and truly you kind of let your guard down, and you break down any personal walls, and you share in a way that you wouldn't necessarily do in a group of 50. So the groups are typically 8 to 10 people, and then they make connections with each other, and they have these facilitated discussions, and without fail, people walk away with this greater understanding of the importance of listening and empathy and caring and compassion, and
which we need more of in these times.
That's right. So let's see, what else do I want to tell you? So this time going forward, in the past we had, yes, you would have to sign up for these. We have them on our library calendar, and people would register, and we were having one a month. And then Betsy O'Neill, who is our amazing adult library department manager, she came up with a brilliant idea of hosting 2 a month. It would be one topic, but that topic would be presented twice. So the first time it would be open up to the general public. just kind of first come, first serve. And then the second one, we would pick a targeted audience that makes sense for that community, for that topic. So those audiences typically are going to be our underserved population who may not right off the bat feel comfortable coming to something like this. And so if we tailor it for them, then they will. And
So
it's important
don't worry,
for them voices
I won't be
to be
there
heard.
with a camera. Okay.
That's right. That's right. So we're looking to partner with organizations to host some of these conversations, like maybe at a senior group, like at the Senior Citizen Center, or maybe even at the jail for the incarcerated, maybe with single moms or people who are facing poverty, and having them come to the table and having those discussions. We can all learn a lot from each other, and this is a great opportunity. And I just want to express our appreciation to the Wyoming Humanities Council for funding this and allowing us to continue to make change in our community. And that being said, Mark, do you mind if I do a call to action?
Go ahead.
So we did ask for $10,000, and because they had such tremendous cuts in their budget, they were only able to award us $5,000. And we are going to host these for sure. But my call to action to the community is, can you guys match that $5,000? Whatever a donation, whether it's $5 or the full $5,000, every dollar will help us as we are facing a tough budget year. We want to make sure we bring this opportunity to the community. So if you are interested in helping this program move forward, I would encourage you to make a donation to the Natrona County Library Foundation. The information is on our website. And if you're a business and you want to sponsor this, we would make sure that we gave you sponsorship recognition.
Lisa, great topic, great thing to get involved with, and we're going to get your website up there so people can just click on it, okay?
Perfect. That would be great.
Thanks for talking with us.
Thanks, Mark. Great to see you. Welcome back to Casper.
Thanks.